All right, everybody, I am excited. This is always the same thing that we do, but just differently. I want to tell you, when you watch this replay later in the future, I'm going to say the same thing I just told the non-replay or the live audience. You have a duty, a moral obligation, a responsibility to be successful. You also have a duty, a moral obligation, a responsibility to share this information. Okay? And this is way too much information for you to hoard. Abundance is meant to be shared. It is meant to be spread across. So later on, tomorrow, today, some other day, spread and share this information. Today, I want to talk to you about the things that are stopping you from becoming a millionaire and how to become one. Who's excited about that? I need to hear some feedback. Good. Things that are stopping you from becoming a millionaire and how you can become one. Let me tell you right now, section 1 and section 2, they're brutal. All right, listen. If you're doing something on this list, you may get there. If you're doing more than 2 things on this list, you are off pace. Okay. If you're doing something on this list, you're off pace, but it's okay. You might get there. But if you're doing 1 or 2 things off this list, if you're doing 2 or 3 things off this list, you're really off. If you're doing all of them, right, before I had to say it. I had to say it. Okay, I had to say that. I'll tell you what the subject is again. Today we're talking about things that are stopping you from being a millionaire and how to become one. Yes, things that are stopping you from being a millionaire and how to become one. One more time, I'm going to say the same thing I just said over. You have a duty. Grant Cardone says you have a moral obligation to be successful. Take it seriously. I'm also going to tell you, you have a moral obligation to share this phone call. Even if it's in the replay and you see a link, you don't get what I'm about to tell you and you sit on it. The universe does not bless sitters. Remember that. The universe does not bless sitters. Abundance is not meant to be protected. Abundance is meant to be shared. Now, if you can, cut your videos on. Let me feel your energy. Let me vibe at you. We'll cut it down, and then we'll get started. All the things that will stop you from becoming a millionaire and how you can become one. The first section, I got 17 things. 17 things that are wasting your time. Write that down. 17 things that are wasting your time. Do millionaires waste time? No. Hell no. We push it further, okay? Millionaires do not waste time. Here are 17 things, as I perceive them, that are wasting your time. Number 1, doing things that aren't worthy of the dollar amount that you desire. Woo, I'm putting my weight on the phone call already. Doing things that are not worth the dollar amount that you desire. What does that mean? Why are you picking up your cleaners if you got billionaire goals? Some of y'all still wash your clothes. For what? For what? If you're going to be a billionaire that don't mind washing your clothes, then that just don't apply to you, okay? But if you don't like folding laundry, stop it. You stop it. You stop it right now. You stop folding laundry. Yes. How many of you don't like folding laundry right now? Come on, raise your hand. That's keeping you from your $1 million goals. I'm telling you right now. You do not get to vibrate at a frequency of something you hate once a week and expect to be a millionaire your whole life. It doesn't happen. You do not get to vibrate at something that you hate once a week and expect to be a millionaire. Oprah Winfrey is a 3 billionaire. She was a 3 billionaire when she was poor. She vibrated at the 3 billionaire frequency. She didn't get the money and got happy. She got happy and the money followed. I'm talking. Okay, I need you to get that the number 1 time waste that you are doing that's stopping you from getting to $1 million is you keep doing stuff that ain't worthy of your financial goals. How many of you right now, you're doing stuff that's not worthy? I don't drive. Everybody knows it about me. I didn't like my car. The car still sitting in the driveway. I ain't like it. It's whatever, right? It's a Ford Explorer. Nothing against Ford. I feel like I'm a Bentley guy. I just feel like I am a Bentley that I paid for with one car note, all at one time. Cash. That's just how I feel. So I stopped driving until I go cash on a fully loaded $200,000 car. I ain't driving. Now, that may sound weird to some of you, but to some of you that got prosperity in your head, you said, well, you know what, I sure feel you. You sure talking, young man. And that's how it's supposed to be. If picking up your clothes from the cleaners is bothering you, stop picking up your clothes from the cleaners. Get you somebody that's going to do it. Does somebody understand what I'm saying? The number one thing, I am currently talking about all the things that are stopping you from becoming a millionaire and how we're going to get there. Now I'm breaking this first section down to 17, as in 17 different time wasters. And those time wasters, ladies and gentlemen, number one, you are doing stuff that's not worthy of your financial goal. Somebody ought to write that down, put that in your spirit. Can I tell you one of the things that everyone is doing is not in your financial goal? Complaining. Yes, let me put my weight on this. Some of you complain all the time. You get what you prayed for and you immediately start complaining about it. Some of you right now, you prayed to meet somebody like me, prayed for an opportunity, and now you're complaining. Can I push it further? Some of you right now prayed for your car, mad that the engine light on. Come on, I wish I had somebody. I'm finna put my weight on it, Jerome. Some of you prayed for your spouse, mad that they feet stink. Look, I'm just joking. I was joking with that one. I was joking with that one. Okay, I was joking with that one. But you get what I'm saying. You cannot complain your way to prosperity. Number two. Wait. Hold on. Okay, I got to write that one down. I'm sorry. You cannot complain your way to prosperity. Doing things that are not worthy of the dollar amount that you desire, or not even having a dollar amount that you desire, is stopping you from being a millionaire. Number two, being the victim in any part of your life. If you pass the age of 12 and you still blaming people outside of you for what's going wrong with your life, you will never be a millionaire. If I get into a car accident right now, I'm going to blame myself for the accident. Even if the person hit me, I'm going to say something stupid like I should have left 10 minutes early. Maybe I should have stayed in the office longer. I don't blame nobody for nothing. I take full I done stepped on some toes. Okay. I take full responsibility for my life, my actions. You can't make me mad, Jerome. You can't make me cuss you out, Chris. You can't make me roll my eyes, Chantel. I made me do anything that I am doing. I also made me complain. I also make $9 an hour, and that's also my fault. I am also the reason why I got divorced. I am also the reason they broke up with me. I am also the reason for all the drama in my life. Why? Because you don't get to complain about a life that you planted. You do not get to complain about a life that you planted. And if you don't like that, plant different seeds. Simple as that. Number three, trying to save money instead of making money. Daryl, I'm starting to feel good. Number three, one of the things that's stopping you, okay, for those of you just joining on, allow me to tell you what we're talking about. We are talking about the things that are stopping you from being a millionaire and how to become one. I'll put it in the chat for you. The number one thing I said was you keep doing things that are not worthy of the dollar amount that you desire. The number two thing that I said is you're a victim in some part of your life. In every part of your life, you don't get to be a victim. You don't get to say how she hurt you and how she made you, ooh, child, I went blank. You don't get to go blank. Millionaires don't go blank. Can I push that further? If Jay-Z went blank in the elevator when Solange was popping up upside his head, it wouldn't be no Lemonade album. Wouldn't be no 444. Wouldn't be no billion-dollar company. He'd be in jail. He'd lost everything for domestic violence. Yes? See, he didn't get to be blank. He didn't get to set his mind off. He didn't get to drop down his religion. He just had to be a millionaire. How about that? Okay? Number three now, what I'm talking about is you trying to save money instead of make money. I used to work for this company, and I kept trying to tell the boss, I say, boss, I'm not going to tell you what company it was, right? But I said, boss, man, I know the money is, acting a little funny and the change is acting a little strange. I guess that. But, man, we need to get out there and shake a board. We need to get out there and advertise. He was like, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut hours. I said, you can't cut hours. You can't cut hours. If you cut hours, you're going to overwork your horses, and then you're going to demotivate everybody you cut. If you cut hours, you're going to cut customer satisfaction. If you cut customer satisfaction, you're going to cut your employees. And then you're going to cut your customers. He didn't listen, so I ain't open today. See, he didn't listen to me because I worked for him. He didn't know. He didn't know that was my last time working for anybody. I wish I had somebody. He didn't pay attention, but he should have paid attention. Because here's what he did. When money got in a crunch, he started saving money. That's not what you do. You don't go into save money mode. You go into make money mode. What's best? Saving a few dollars or making a couple of thousand? What fixes the problem? Prayer or money? I should have did that one. That was too hard for some of y'all. I do apologize. Saving money doesn't work. Investing money is making money, isn't it? Why would you save money when inflation alone takes away from the dollars you got, plus the taxes? If you spend in Texas 8.25% when you get your money, taxes, and when you spend your money, taxes, that's 16% right there. So basically your dollar is 84 cents automatically without you touching it. Don't make no sense. You don't go into save money, you go immediately into making money. Understood? Outstanding. I'm glad you understand. You go immediately into making money. Number 4, watching your competitors. Yeah, that's stopping you from being a millionaire. You watch it. Why? If you keep watching your competitors, all you're going to do is put out what they putting out. How can you put them out of business when you're down? I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make what's number what? I'm on number 4. I think I'm on number 4. Number 4 is watching your competitors. Every time you watch your competitors, Chantel, you're going to always be a step behind. You know how many people watching me right now? In fact, let me tell you something. April 22nd, my business university looked a certain way in the freshman level. April 23rd, it was completely different. Completely different. So the people who were watching me April 22nd, they are now duplicating what I did that I already changed. I got information from me and I said, that don't work. I said, that don't work, Mo. Do this. And now they trying to do what didn't work for me because they one step behind. People always ask, man, how you do so much? How you keep being successful? That's because I keep lapping you because I'm not watching you. Y'all remember when Michael Phelps was in the last Olympics, he was swimming, he was doing a good job, and there was this guy who was supposed to beat Phelps. Phelps was supposed to go gold. He was doing this here, and the picture's iconic today. Phelps touches the line, wins his last gold, and the guy is looking at him, and he doesn't even medal. He don't even medal. He's looking at him. He was in second place, but he looked at him instead of reached out. And, Olympics, you lose by tenths of seconds. Second and third touch. He touched fourth. Didn't even medal. Can I push that to y'all now? Some of y'all ain't medaling because you're looking at your competition. Why you worried about what they post? Why you worried about how they coach? That will never make you successful looking at your competition. And if I could just open up your head and pour that into you, let me tell you something. I don't look at none of my competition. Don't even care. But you should watch your competition, what they do. No, I should not. That's what some poor person told you. I don't need to watch my competition. I need to invent what my competition should be doing. Do you understand? If you watch your competition, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to their ratings. I want you to go look at all their 1- and 2-star ratings. Yeah, don't watch their competition. Don't watch the competition. Watch the customer complaints of the competition. Can I give you a free tip, Chantel? You go ahead and you go customer star number 1, customer star number 2, Juanita. This is what you do. And you see all them complaints, and then you build your product the way you wanted to do it, and then you encompass all those complaints, and now your product is better than theirs. Now you got Blue Magic. They got that wax stuff. If you're not from the streets, you don't get that one. It's all right, though. It's all right, though. Look, my man Darren's like, my man, right? You can tell I'm from the hood, don't mind me, right? But there you go. You got Blue Magic, 100% uncut, pure. Frank around this joint, that's what Frank White. You understand? That's what you have, and they got that other stuff. Basically, what you need to understand at all cases, at all times, watching your competition always keeps you one step behind. Number 5, you don't move your phone while you work. That phone. How many of you right now, come on, it happens to me too. I got my hand up first. Y'all see it? Can you see it, Jerome? My hand up first. How many of you know Facebook Soul is good at distracting you from what you were supposed to do? Boy, Facebook is real good at that. In fact, you go on Facebook to do something important and to get distracted by the very Facebook you needed to do something important on. And you can't never get started. And as soon as you get started, you get distracted. And then you go, let me check this real quick. And you never get into a groove. Never get into a groove, tip and say Twitter, right? That's our favorite platform. If you don't move your phone way over there, you will never be a millionaire. It's just what it is. The phone, while makes you a lot of money, yes, but while you're working, if that phone call ain't immediately put money in your pocket, you gotta let it go. Receive that, because you need that. Okay? I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I got a little swag on me, and so it rhymed a little bit. Okay? Number 6. Oh, you need me to repeat it? Number 5, I'll repeat all of them. Number 1, doing things that are not worthy of the dollar amount that you want. Number 2, being a victim in any part of your life. Number 3, trying to save money instead of making money. Number 4, watching your competitors. You'll always be a step behind. Number 5, you don't move your phone while you're working, okay? Number 6, not having employees or paying them too poorly. If you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about things that are stopping you from becoming a millionaire and how to become one. Well, not having an employee or employees is the most fantastic way. How many of y'all right now got a business with no employees? Yep, you already lost. You lost. You know why you lost? Because the universe don't work that way. The universe never says, hey, please be a one-man show. Please be a one-woman show. We'll bless you. That's not the way the universe works. It's not. It is not. Let's put it in modern day age. Your mother can't give birth to you without a whole team around her. Let's put it back when everyone was in Africa. I mean, every race or one race was in Africa. However you want to interpret that, right? Mama couldn't have a baby without the whole village around her. Do you understand what I'm saying? You do not get to be solo dolo and a millionaire at the same time. You don't. The universe is not set up that way. Abundance is meant to be shared. And if you're a one-man business, it's very hard for you to become a millionaire. You need to at least employ a sales funnel. See that? You need to at least automate something. You need to at least have a robot, a dancing monkey or something. You must pour into something to get back. If you don't believe me, I'll say it this way. You don't get to go outside in your backyard, look at the ground and say, ground, I want some tomatoes right now. Nope. Until you give tomatoes first, you can't get tomatoes back. Is this understood? If you don't have an employee, you can't be a millionaire. And if you pay them poorly, some of y'all, you pay your people so poorly, you got this turnaround all the time. You know how much money it costs to train people, to get them to adopt your culture, to get them to say, you know what, I like being here, and then run them off because you don't pay them enough, and then start that process all over again? We got a saying for that in football. I used to play football, and I was a free safety, and I was a wide receiver. And one day, and I ran a 4.40, okay? Well, it's 4.42, but take the 2 off. I'm going to sound cool. 4.40, right? Now, I get across. I had to do a slant. Now, this is a typical regular slant. If you ladies don't know, I had to run up 5 yards and cut to the left. That's all. To the left or to the inside is where all the big people are that's going to knock my face off. Okay? Now, I go catch the ball, Jerome, and I catch it with one hand, but then I tip it. Then I got to catch it again, and then pop, separated my jaw. Somebody knocked me so cold, separated my jaw. I missed 2 games. Coach told me doing film, if you'd have caught it the first time, Smith, you wouldn't have got popped like that. And I went, did you just teach me something? I think that'll apply to life. And I'm trying to tell all of you right now, if you do it right the first time, you don't dislocate your jaw. Did that help you? If you pay people right the first time, you don't get to dislocate your jaw. If you read the book right the first time, right? You understand? You lose money when you don't do it with a spirit of excellence. And it costs you a lot of money to go back and retrace what you did poorly the first time. I really hope that helped y'all. All right, let's keep moving forward. Number 7, staying mad at people who left you. Ooh, millionaires don't do that. Bosses don't be mad at people. I ain't got time to be mad at none of y'all, period. Let me tell you something. Some of you right now, you deacons, and you still mad at people. Come on now. Come on. Being mad is like peeing on yourself and want me to feel it. It don't work that way, right? You don't get to mess up your own diaper and then want me to feel it. No. If you pee on yourself, that's a one-man job between you and your pants or your dress. You understand? That's what being now holding a grudge. It's like literally peeing on yourself and want me to. You feel that? No, it doesn't work that way. And when you are mad at someone who left, 2 things are hurting you on a practical level. Number 1, you're vibrating at the wrong frequency. Yep. Number 1, you're vibrating at the wrong frequency. Anger has a vibration, and that don't attract money. How many of y'all made money mad? You can't make money mad. You can't make love mad. Well, I guess you can a little bit, but eventually you relax, right? But you can't do nothing. All right, but so, a little bit. I almost lost my cool points, right? But it's a lot that you can't do mad. Is that fair? Okay. You vibrate at the wrong frequency. Number 2, you're looking at who left and not your goals. That's a word for somebody. Somebody need to hear that in 2019. Somebody needs to hear that the reason you ain't got what you want has nothing to do with them. Has everything to do, you keep looking at them. Can I give you a word in due season? I'm going to need you right now to stop looking at them and start looking at your goals. So what? They hurt you 6 years ago. The reason why you stuck in this 6-year season is because you keep looking at 6 years ago. Millionaires are always present where their feet are. And if your feet are right here at a great opportunity, but you still looking at him because he hurt you, you still looking at her because she cussed you out, you'll never get that opportunity. That's a word for somebody. I feel it right now. I almost changed this whole call to something different. Some of y'all need to understand you're looking in the wrong direction. Okay? You can't catch up and look down. It don't work that way. Don't work that way. Number 8, spending time on social media and not making money from it. Can I help y'all out just for a little bit? I make money for being on social media. It's the only reason I have them, okay? I've learned how to monetize my social media. Would you like me to teach you how to monetize your social media right now? First, you need a product. Well, actually, y'all didn't answer me. Would you like me to teach you how to get paid for being on Facebook and LinkedIn? Yes? All right. Now I'll answer. Now, you need a product first. You need somewhere to push them. Is that fair? The next time you slide in my DM, conversation will go something like this here. Hey, you're doing all right. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you saying I'm doing all right. Oh, well, yeah, I just want to stop by and show you love. I'm glad you showed me love. Thank you. Tell me a little bit about you. Let's stay in touch. And then they start talking, okay? And when they start talking, I'm reading. I'm listening. Okay, they like rockets. All right, they like V-rockets. All right, then, you know what? I actually have a friend down in Houston right now. Yeah, we should. I'm actually on the way out there. Maybe one day, you know what I'm saying, we hook up and we'll meet. Cool, no problem. They're gone. No problem. Next day, you know what? You know what, Femi, I'm thinking about you. I really like our conversation. Tell me more about what you do. I'm interested in seeing what you do. I may have some people that are interested in being a customer. Talking. Boom. Now, Femi, come to my page to see what I'm doing. Got him. Got him. Got him, coach. Got him. See, I ain't settled. I gave him a whole lot of reasons to say thank you. Now he done fooled around and came to my page. My whole page got products on it. Sales funnel. What I do. This is what I do. Go ahead and come on over. Now, he says something or he like. As soon as I see a like, man, Femi, thanks for watching that video. I really appreciate that, man. Do me a favor. I really respect our conversation before I'm going to get into from you. Tell me what was your favorite part so I can get some, or give me some feedback that I can change. Now, I don't think you need nothing to change. I'm glad you said that, man. Tell you what, I got another one. Are you interested in the subject? Yeah, I'm really interested in sales. I got another one. Hold on real quick. Let me give this one. Take this for no charge. Just watch it out. Give you some feedback. Now it's 2 of them. Now he done sat with me. Listen, he done sat with me for an hour now. Would y'all like to know the secret? The secret, Darius, is your job is to simulate 8 hours of connection. Oh, man. Wrong me wrong. I'm giving it away. You need to treat it like, you ever heard of the 3rd date rule? This is me and my man Darius right now. Y'all not balanced like me and him. You understand? But 3rd date rule in common culture says after the 3rd date, well, nightcap. You understand that? You know, like I just spent $500. You understand? Kiss on cheek, something. This is. I didn't make this up. I'm just telling you what it is. Now, I want you to think about that. The reason it's so common in all cultures because the 3rd date simulates. I trust you now.
Right.
I've been with you. I've been with you long enough to know you ain't crazy. You know, at least you ain't right there. Is it right? Yeah, you ain't crazy. You might be crazy, but you ain't so crazy that I'm not going to cash in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you get real crazy. I'm just gonna cash in just for a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying? Now put that into sales. What's the equivalent to sleeping with me in business? Giving me your credit card number, 16 digits from left to right, 4 digits at a time. Okay? Because you do know we protect our credit cards more than we protect our undergarments. Don't act like you don't. We real peculiar about that credit card. Wait a minute. What you mean my card for? Right? Somebody flirt with us, we flirt back. But somebody flirt with our money. Wait a minute now. If I ask you how you doing, you go, I'm all right. If I say, how's your money doing? What? Hey, what you? Hey, back up, right? Come on now, don't lie to me now, right? This is back up a little bit now. What you mean, how my money doing, right? Okay, all right then. So basically, to sleep with me in business is to spend for me. All I have to do, if you slide in my DM, is simulate 8 hours of dating. How do I do that? I got content on my page. And you're going to be with me for a little bit. You're going to watch this video. Let me watch another video. Watch another video. Watch another. Now we at 8 hours. You're like, man, let me get, right? And then boom. That's how you make money from social media. Did that help somebody? Mm-hmm. You simulate 8 hours. 8-hour relationship. I need to have an 8-hour relationship. Now, let me tell you how it don't work, okay? Let me tell you how it don't work. I'm going to use theirs. Just be vibing off each other, right? I'm a girl, okay? I'm not a girl right now, but I'm going to make myself a girl because I'm about to hit on theirs, right? So I go, hey, sleep with me right now. Wait a minute now, right? Because I don't know him. Right. Yeah, I don't know him. I don't know who he is. I can't just run up on you and say sleep with me. But that's how y'all use social media. You get on page and you post, buy from me. Wait a minute now. You're moving too fast. First off, I wouldn't even try to scroll to your timeline in the first place. I was trying to ignore. I'm just skimming. I didn't want to buy nothing. I didn't come to Facebook to buy nothing. I came here to escape this job that's getting on my last nerve. Who can relate to that, right? And here I am trying to escape, and you want me to buy something. Ooh, you finna get unfollowed. Because you did not simulate the 3-day rule. You didn't build trust with me for 8 hours.
Right.
You didn't even want to. You didn't even want to take me out. Fair enough? All right, good, good. Hopefully that helps you. That's how you make money from social media. You should be making money from social media. Number 9, not being productive in the office. Ooh, my team, they ducking now. They got their heads down now. Yeah, you get in the office, not to work. How many of y'all, let me tell you what happens. This is what happens. You show up late, number 1. When you show up late, then it takes you about 45 minutes to get in the mood to work. Sure. How many of you wake up, as soon as you wake up, you start checking your timeline, checking your email, right? And then when you get to the office, you check them again, just in case that drive made you miss something. I wish I had somebody, right? Now you check them again, and you got to get started. You got to get warmed up. But then this is what you do. I'm hungry. I'm going to just give me a little eat real quick. And now it's 10:30. All right, as soon as it's 10:30, what you do, you get your hour worth of work, and you go, it's 11:30. I need to shut down real quick. Give me some lunch. Now, from 11:30 to 1, you take a break. Now, you got what we call the itis. Okay? You got that itis. So my eyes get real heavy, like you've been eating ribs. Ribs. Super smoke from Uncle John, who can really cook them ribs, right? You get down, you got that itis, and you go, all right, let me try to wake up for a little bit. Now it's 1:30. Then you watch something on Facebook to try to get acclimated. It's 2:30. Then you say, you know what, let me get some work done. And then from 2 to 3:30, you working real good while getting distracted. 4 o'clock, you go, you know what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I gotta go get the kids. Come on. The kids get out at 2:30, and that's your whole day. And you do it 5 days a week, and you know you do. And I know you do, right? You know you do. You do this. Now, here's the deal. Some of you are entrepreneurs, home-based business, and here's what kills you. You work in your bed. Yep. This is what you do. You work in your bed with the Netflix. Come on, don't lie to me, right? You don't even put on your shoes. How many of you know that you can't be comfortable? You can't be comfortable in bed with shoes on. This is how you trick yourself. Me and Tiff has built this company from the ground up, and we realized one day, man, I suck at home. So what we would do, she would go half a mile down the street to Starbucks. I would go. For 2 years, I sat in a Starbucks in Texas City, Texas. And that Starbucks is this big. I'm not even lying. It's this big. It got 5 seats in it. I'm not lying at all. It got 5 seats. I'm telling you. If you don't get there on time, you ain't getting no seat, right? And I sit there, but I knew I got so much work done leaving, going 3 miles down the street. Because at home, too many distractions. My kids wanted me to be a daddy. Come on, I'm talking to somebody. Mm-hmm. My bed wanted me to be a lay down person. Netflix wanted me to be a watcher. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My no socks on was like, hey, go ahead and just relax a little bit. You can't work hard with cold air laid up, rubbing on your toes. It just don't work that way. You understand? It don't work that way. So if you pour at the office, or if you're at home, and you don't make your living room an office, you're unproductive. And you'll never be a millionaire, because home was never meant for you to be a millionaire in. Home is meant for you to come back outside and be a millionaire in. It was never meant to make you a millionaire. The only thing home is supposed to do for you is get you them tax breaks with your home-based business. Okay? You use home-based business for IRS, but you got to get up out the bed. Fair enough? You got to do it. Okay? Let's keep going. Number 10. I just did number 10. Number 10 was not having an office. I combined both of them together. Number 10 was not having an office. So that's 9 and 10. Okay? Number 9 was being not productive at the office. Number 10 is not having an office. Number 11, having too many meetings. How many of y'all know that? All right, let me shift to some church folk right now. Y'all ever had some long meetings in church? And it could have been an email, but here's what happened, Jerome. Everybody said they're gonna change, so as you walk out there, nobody changed. Ain't nothing happened. All right, let's take it out of church. You ever had some stupid meetings at the office? I mean, come on now. Don't fool me. Or you had people that you on the front line, maybe you make pizza or something, and you got these people who never been to the store telling you how to do your job and making changes that make your job harder. You know, okay, you understand? Or you a school teacher and you got people that ain't never been in no classroom teaching you how to teach now. Because they done had some meeting that makes you have a meeting that now all of a sudden you can't get nothing done. Having too many meetings, okay? Meetings are bad. And can I help y'all out? Stop stretching 15-minute meetings for an hour. Stop that. I know you want to hear yourself, but go ahead and stop. Go ahead and stop. I have a friend. I don't see no kid. If you can scroll down real quick. Let me scroll down. I have a friend. She's Les Brown's youngest daughter. She's a fantastic friend of mine. Her name is Serena Brown Travis. She is CEO of Les Brown, almost a lot of stuff. And we built a nice company together. She's a friend. And she says, she had me rolling one day. She said, I got to watch the speakers I invite. I said, why? Because some of them just like to talk to where they like to hit themselves. I call it verbal masturbation. And that is a very good description of a 15-minute meeting that lasted for an hour and a half. It really is. You do not need to do that. Meetings absolutely hurt you when they are unproductive. Yes? Mm-hmm. All right. The next number, whatever number I'm on. Not having meetings at all. Right? You're having too many meetings, and now you don't have any type of meetings. That's number 12. How you going to run a company only in your head? If you don't bounce your idea off somebody so you can see that you ain't as smart as you think you are, okay? You need to bounce your idea off of somebody. I know that. Oh, somebody told me in my private messages, Stafford ain't got no property taxes. All right, now I ain't mad at Stafford. That's in Stafford, Houston. It's a suburb inside of Houston. But you seriously, you need to have some type of meeting. You don't get to be a genius in your head. That good idea ain't so good when you say it out loud. Or good ideas don't make people rich. Great ideas make people rich, not good ones. So now you got a good company competing with average good companies, all because you ain't want to have no meeting. Okay, we'll keep going. Number 13, watching TV. I'll just move on. It's not even, yeah. Time wasters, you're not being a millionaire because you watch too much doggone TV. Yes. Shonda Thursdays. That's it. Shonda Thursdays. I'm sorry. Let me move on. I apologize. Let me move on. I moved on. I know Tim's going to say stuff. I do. Let me move on. Number 14. There we go. Talking to friends during work hours. I'm not talking about your employee friends. Ring, ring. Hey, what's up, bro? I'm talking about them friends. Okay? Is bro helping you become a millionaire? Then put him down. Okay? Okay? Ring, ring. Hey, baby. Yeah. Okay, we need milk. All right. And what else? Okay. Sausages. Okay. Napkins. Okay. All right. Socks. Okay. And remote control. Okay. What you doing? You know I'm at work. Why you don't never talk to me? I am talking to you. Why you always starting this? See? And now all of a sudden, we on a whole different conversation now about why you always disrespecting me in front of my people, right? All that stuff. Stop that. Okay? Stop it. Leave home at home. Leave entertainment at home. Get into your Starbucks office or your living room office, okay, with your house shoes on, and go after it. Is that fair? You go after it. Okay? Number 15. Not having work hours. Uh-oh. I'm going to lean in. Some of you entrepreneurs don't actually have real work hours. You say silly stuff like, I work all the time. Everybody's my customer. Okay. Both statements show me that you're poor, okay? Because you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan. Yes, both statements show you poor. They absolutely show you poor because you don't have a plan. You need work hours that you're going to say on this day and this time, I'm going to be absolutely dominant. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Now watch this here. Some of you going, well, I got like 3 businesses. I got a good plan for you, boo boo. Here we go right here. From 9 to 12, you're gonna do 1 business. Then you're gonna stop. You're gonna eat. From 1 to 3, that business. From 3 to 7, that business. Then you can go watch TV. But don't go watch TV. You get it? Mm-hmm. Let's push that further. I'm in sales. I'm glad you said you were. How many of y'all in sales right now? Come on, let me hear from you. Network marketing and sales, all that stuff is sales. Okay. Now watch this here. Let me bless you. The problem is you don't have a good work schedule to set appointments all the time. Can I help you? This is what you do. Henceforth. From 12, well, let's start in the morning. From 9 or whatever time you get to work in the morning, all you're going to do is make calls to set appointments for after 12 o'clock, after 1 o'clock. Okay? What you're going to do? All you're doing is setting appointments for after 1 o'clock. Some people, and they're not going to be the same. They're going to say, well, you know, can you get me Thursday? And they say, what time is good for you? I said, well, the time is good for me is actually afternoons. Okay? You're going to push most people to afternoons. If you can't push for afternoons, you just do it then. Let me tell you what you're doing. You're going to have 5 days, Monday through Friday, where you're pushing people to the afternoon. Here's what's going to happen. Eventually, that gap is going to catch up with you. You're going to move from appointment to appointment to appointment to appointment to appointment. And here's what, see, Grace is getting there. Here's what's going to happen in the morning. Morning is setting up your money. Afternoons is closing your money. Grace gets it. Grace gets it. That's how you do that. That's how you set up normal work off all hours if you're at home. Please believe, in 2008, I was flat broke. I had lost everything in Hurricane Ike. I had to go train and learn. March 2009, I bought my first house. And I bought 4 other houses on the schedule I just told y'all, all in 2009. I set up all my appointments in the morning, and I closed them in the evening. That's exactly what I did. And I bought 5 houses in 1 year. Totally didn't know what I was doing, and I paid a lot of taxes. Don't worry about that. Okay, but I still won. Okay, you get the point. Number 16, not having a big enough net to catch sales. You don't have a big enough net to catch sales. What does that mean? You got a business, but you ain't trying to reach 10,000 people. Come on now. You're trying to reach your bill money. Come on, somebody tell me right now. Come on, don't lie to me. Come on, don't lie. How many of you right now, you in business by accident? You didn't do this on purpose. But right now, your business is just operating to pay the minimum of your bills. Come on. That is not a big enough net to be a millionaire. You so focused on debt, you keep attracting debt. Am I helping you? Mm-hmm. You're trying to get out of debt so you stay in it. Because the only thing that exists in your reality is debt. Bills. You were born to pay bills, and that's it. That's all you do. That's all you do. You got no anointing over your life. You just pay bills. No, we know that's not true. We know that's not true. We know you're supposed to do more than pay bills. So do yourself a favor, cast you a huge net. That means if you're trying to reach 10,000 people, maybe you got to lower your price a little bit or up your price, however it is, but go after 10,000 people. Is that fair? If you want 10,000 customers, cast the net to reach 100,000 people. That's how you do that. And finally, number 16, not reading books that get you to the next level. Yep. Most of y'all don't even read. Some of you who do read, you read Twilight. Unless you are writing the next teenage drama series, and that's research for you, you're reading incorrectly. Here's how I read. This is how I read. If I have in fact, I'll give you a real, well, I'll give it to you. If I have a problem, I go buy a book to get me out that problem. That's how I read. I only read to get to the next level. I'll give you an example right now. I have a problem right now of having a large distribution system, okay? I have a large business system. Distribution is something completely different, okay? In fact, let me bless you even more with this. Every business that survived the 2008, 2009 recession, the Great Recession, the biggest one we've ever had besides the Depression, but the next one is going to be even bigger than this one. All the businesses who survived had large distribution systems. All the ones that died, okay, all the ones that died were operating off the industrial age model. The 2008 is a great demarcation line that says you're now in the information age. Here's what happened. Amazon had a big old distribution system. They cashed in. Apple cashed in. They dropped the, in the recession, Apple dropped the iPhone. I don't know if y'all remember that. Apple dropped the iPhone in the recession, and celebrities were standing outside paying $1,000 for a phone. I need you to process that, okay? Money didn't disappear. It just exchanged hands, and it was in your hand. You want a large distribution system. That's the problem I'm having. So what I do is I've been reading books on Amazon, Apple, Google, distribution system, large sales teams, all sorts of stuff. Books written by the CEO of Salesforce, Predictable Revenue. I'm now built because I'm bringing in so many people. We now must keep them satisfied. Yes, that's how it works, okay? So Daryl is in the process of scheduling a CEO meeting with me, with people, so I can say, hey, child, right? Here's what the deal is, right? This is his work. This is how this level of marketing works. Relax, I got you. Don't even worry about it. We good. Just so I can do that. You get it? Because when you bring people in, you got to serve them at the same time. Oh, y'all missed that. Y'all missed that because some of you just want money. You don't want to serve people. I vow, and I always do it, I don't just over-deliver in service. I also over-deliver in the people who believe me enough to follow me. I don't just over-deliver by giving you all this information. If you work for me, you're going to get over-delivered. If I got to fly out in a jet to your house, let's talk. That's how you become a millionaire. All right, next section. That was the 16 things that waste your money. Here are 12 reasons why you are not rich and never will be. 12 reasons why you are not rich and never will be. The last one's positive, okay? I just want to know. Now, if you fail at any one of those 17 categories, you know what time it is, okay? You know what time it is. Number one of the first 12. 12 reasons why you're not rich and why you never will be. You don't like rich people. Can I put my weight on it, Chantel? Look at him. He ain't had to get that call. You ain't had to get that call. Come on, some of y'all do this. I listen to you. I watch you do it. A $5,000 suit? That is stupid. What is she doing wearing a $12,000 dress? You know how many people you could have fed with that? And you repel money every single time you do that. Every single time you talk about the goodness that somebody did for themselves, you push away money. You push it away. You push it away. You honestly push it away. The next time you see somebody with something that you don't agree with, wish them well. Vibrate at that frequency and watch what comes at you. Wow, that is a fantastic car that I would never buy because I like things more economic. But I'm really glad they bought that $500,000 car. See that? There's a big difference. Some of y'all don't like rich people. I was just in a meeting of president. Yeah, if you don't know, I'm running for president of the United States 2020. I am. And I was sitting in the meeting on the north side of Houston in Tempest area where all the rich people live. Tempest lives in the rich people area because she's rich, right? So she's sitting there off there, Veterans Memorial. This is what you would call spring. Springish, okay? And here's what happened. The lady said, oh my God, I've been following your videos. And you said something one time about the church and how the church accidentally teaches us poverty is holy. And I said, sister, I meant it. Let me help y'all, okay? Some of y'all don't like rich people because you've been taught rich people are bad. It came from your parents. It came from the church. It came from someone religious. It came from TV. It came from somewhere. And now you think if someone has a lot of money, they had to steal or hurt people to get there. If you don't believe me, I'll test you by saying it a different way. Some of you are afraid to charge full price for your product because you believe if you do, you're hurting the person who paid for you. You're taking from them. I just saw some faces. Ooh, I just saw some faces go, ooh, he talking about me, cuz. I just saw some faces. Right? You think that if you, how many of you right now, you don't talk your business, which is a good thing, in your family, because the more you get, the more they think you took from them. Some of y'all right now are not allowed to be happy in your house because if you happy, they think you took happiness out the house. It's only enough happy for y'all to be average. If you get all the way happy, now you done took all the happiness out. Some of you, just flat out, you just don't like rich people. We've all got a question. Does the same go for saying don't forget about the little people? Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget about the little people. It's some culture or person's guilt trip on you being successful. That's called, well, some people call that passive aggression. I'll tell you what it's actually called. It's called envy. Envy is when someone can't give tyranny a full compliment. They got to give her a half one. You're doing good, but don't forget about the little people. See, they could have said, you're doing so well that you're going to leave your environment and make a good environment for yourself. I'm so happy for you. But they can't finish that. So they're saying, you're doing so well, I know you're going to leave this environment. And I know you're going to forget us and leave us behind. So don't forget the little people. Instead of being all the way mad at you, they got to give you a half compliment. How many of you got people in your life like that right now? Now watch this here. How many of you are those people? I see you, Chantel. I see you out there getting that money. Yeah. Tyrese says that person has a problem with you. Yeah. I see you. I see you out there, Daryl. You hang with Antonio and stuff. I see you, man. Yeah, must be nice. You name me one person that said must be nice and actually meant that as a compliment. I don't know nobody who ever meant that as a compliment. Nobody. And don't be a church folk. God bless you. Yeah, that means go to hell. That's exactly what that means when you say it that way, right? These are half compliments of people who have a problem that you're getting blessed and they are not. Okay, I'll say it a different way. That God is doing something for you, but not doing something for them. And people have a problem with that. And once they internalize that problem, they have a problem with anybody doing well. Yep. They say, I like this celebrity because he's down to earth. No, you're saying, I like this celebrity because he doesn't make me feel bad for not being one. That's too real. Number 2, your parents / religious teachers have taught you poverty is holy. Parents / religious teachers / school systems have taught you, hey, it's all right to get a $32,000 a year job. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to want what everybody else wants. Being a secretary, which nothing wrong with being a secretary. Being average is just fine. It's in the heart that matters, Shannon. The heart matters. The heart matters, Juanita. Don't lose. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. This is real stuff that people say. And if you ain't going to get it from there, I'm going to give it to you. Because it needs to be given to you. We've accidentally received poverty when we were born to think abundance. When you were a baby, you didn't want one toy. You wanted all of them. Mm-hmm. Now that you're grown, you say, well, let me save up for that one toy. Who taught you that? And where does the phrase, have your cake and eat it too, not make sense? I eat cake. If I have it, I intend to eat it. Who taught us that we get to get it and just window shop it? Ken says it's got to be vegan cake. You're right. It's got to be vegan cake. I'm going to get Laura to send me, Laura and Dara will send me some recipes for some vegan cake. We have been taught poverty by accident. And seriously, we have been taught poverty by accident. And it came from our teachers, our school system, our religious centers. Here's why I homeschool my boys. Would y'all like to know the truth? I live in a small town, 17,000 people. I like it that way because I'm buying up that town. Don't tell them, but I am. Okay? Now, one day when my youngest was in the first grade and my oldest was in kindergarten, or other way around. Youngest was in kindergarten, oldest was in first grade or pre-kindergarten. They came home and they had a problem with being black. Yeah, I'm serious. They went to school and came back, had a problem being dark skinned. Okay. Now their daddy is a sexy chocolate man. Okay. Sexy chocolate man. Right? But they came back and they had a problem with that. And that's not why I took them out of school, but it leads to the problem. So I said, oh, buddies, that's what I call my boys. Don't worry about it. Listen, I tell them, the doctor says, look at your daddy. Ain't your daddy fine? That's what I tell them. I tell them they laugh, they smile. They look at your pretty smile. The reason your teeth look so pretty is because you got that dark skin. I'm telling them about, right? All that good stuff like that. I'm telling them what a father would tell somebody like that, right? Boom, they go back to school. Then they have a problem with money. I said, now, wait a minute now. No. Wait a minute. What you say, son? Well, yeah. They told us that we're going to make an average of $40,000 a year. I said, no, wait a minute now. That's why I drew the line. I said, wait a minute. You had me messed up when you came home not wanting to be chocolatey. But now you coming home with a $40,000 a year lid? Nah, I'm not doing that. Now, that may not bother some of y'all, but putting $40,000 lid on my kids when the average American makes $56,000 a year and the average person who lives in a metropolitan area needs $90,000 a year to be broke, and you telling me that my child is destined to be $50,000 under broke? Yeah, you got to get out that school. Now, that may sound crazy to y'all, but I understand town full of 17,000 people. If you look at the census, if you pull, in fact, you can Google this, public information. Google Lamarck, put it in the chat for me. Lamarck, Texas, okay? Google Lamarck, Texas. Google that. And you can Google like the census, and you'll see a detailed chart. It says 1 millionaire. I bet you can't guess who that is. Okay? It says 1 millionaire, and it has somebody else, 400,000, and then boom, $20,000. Of course, when you live in a town of people that you are doing well at $27,000 a year, you pushing $40,000 a year dreams. And that is not the reality I wanted for my children. Does that help you?
Yes.
Am I being too real? I'm telling you, that's to tell my kids they could have made $40,000. Right? You just have to do it. You just have to do it. And that's why I pulled my kids out of school. Now, the reason I brought that up because I want you to understand that they were accidentally taught by the school system. And those people had parents. Those people also went to some religious establishment. And they all said that being average is the goal. Don't do that. Number 3, you think rich people are special. Let me tell y'all something. I'm as dumb as a bag of rocks. Okay? I am. I've got some intellect on me because I happen to have it to where I remember everything I see, so that I got a little advantage there. But other than that, I'm dumb. You ought to see me in social situations. I am as awkward as possible. Ask Tempest. I am awkward. I don't know what to do at funerals. You be crying. I'd be like, in the office. Sometimes we have bad days or sad days. They cry. I'd be like, come on, y'all hug them. Am I lying? No. I ain't lying. Chantel, I don't know what to do. You cry. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. I'm not a nurturer. Somebody called Tempest. You know what? Grace, Deanna, y'all hug on Grace, hug on Deanna. I don't know what to do. I am not. Yes. I took a selfie at a funeral. I sure did. This is a true story. This is how dumb I am. That came from Tiffany. I saw someone that I hadn't seen in a while. Her dad just died. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? She said, hey. She's sitting on the almost front row and all black. I say, listen, let me take a picture so we can send it to your daughter. And I took it. And I sent it to her daughter. And then I walked away and Tempest was like, what the? And she cussed and stuff, right? Like, what are you doing, right? And I was like, what I did wrong? And then she tell me, that's not how you behave. Now, while that is funny and downright just pitiful, it is. It's totally pitiful. I'm being vulnerable with you and letting you know I'm dumb. I don't know how to act in social positions. I don't. I just don't know how to do it. I'm just one of those genius kids that was weird his whole life. You know what I'm saying? But I still got money. That was the point. The point was, I ain't got to be as smart as you with your smart self. You understand? I just have to know the algorithm of money. Is that fair?
Then I say rich people aren't smart. They just know the algorithm.
Rich people aren't smart. They know the algorithm of money. Algorithm just means a set of instructions. Chris Holmes, let me hear from you.
Man, I'm so glad I tuned into this. I was driving early, but I'm parked. But while I was listening, I was like, oh my God, this feels so much like my whole situation, because you already know I'm from a small town, and that mentality, of just the prison mindset of working for the prison, 20, 30,000. And every time I speak anything about financial or looking great, it's like, why you want to do that? I'm like, what? Even from home or even close friends, it's like that resistance. I'm like, why should I settle? So for the longest, I'm way out of that now. That's why I'm constantly in the city and Houston, things like that, and meeting with great people. But for the longest time in the beginning, is just constantly battling with that back and forth, especially in the church house. Because inside, in myself was telling myself, I deserve something better. I need to do something more than this. I know there's more to life. And so when I was hearing you, I was like, this is definitely speaking to me, all the way through.
Man, I sure appreciate you. I'm glad you said that, because I'm from a small town, Galveston, Texas. And if you was working at UTMB, you made it. UTMB, University of Texas Medical Branch. That's the #1 employer in Galveston, Texas. It's so bad, Chris. It's so bad that it's so hard to get a job at UTMB, because once you get in there, you die in there. I'm not lying. Am I lying to be from Galveston? When you get a job at UTMB, you're going to die before because listen, let me tell you, Chris, they ain't going to do nothing to mess up their job. They ain't going to mess up no piss test. They ain't going to do nothing. They going to stay in there because right? It makes you one of the richest people in the city. Even if you're doing transportation, you will not. I'm serious. You die in there, Chris. And if you couldn't get there, you had 2 more options. And if you didn't do these other 2 options, you was broke. You couldn't get no girlfriend, couldn't get no boyfriend. You couldn't buy no house. Couldn't buy no house and go in the debt, okay? 2 options. You had to work for, what is it? It's not TDC. Yeah, TDC, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, right? TDCJ. If you didn't go there, right? And if you didn't go be a nurse over there, right? Something like that, you was out of there, right? I'm from the hood to where the only degrees we got is nursing degrees, which is good degrees, but that's it. If you ain't going to school to be a nurse, you just ain't going to school, okay? You're going to dribble out the hood, or you're going to throw a football out the hood, or you just got to move to Houston, right? Something like that. And my town's so small, we call Houston the city. You know you from a small town. When you go all the way back to 1800s and say, y'all going to the city? Yeah, pick me up some peanut butter, right? You know, all that stuff, right? It's so bad. And if you didn't go to TDC, here's what happened. You had to go work at the plant. Because this Texas, y'all, we got oil plants down here. And if you wasn't making $17 an hour plus overtime, you ain't nothing. And think about that. That's $36. I mean, that's 30. What is it? $17 an hour. That's $50 an hour. Yeah, it's 36. That ain't that much. That's like $36,000 a year. It's not. I mean, if you take away taxes, that's it. $50 an hour is $100,000 a year. Taxes make that $83,000 a year. And 83,000. I guarantee you to Google. People that make six figures now feel like they broke. It used to be something prestigious. Now it's awful.
They say it's $30 an hour now.
$30 an hour now. $30, you're doing good. No, you're not. Stand next to me. $30 was not doing good. It's not. It's not. I'm not even saying that to brag. I'm just telling you right now that every hour on planet Earth, I have the potential. Like if everything works well, if everything just clicks every hour, if the sales team do this, and that, and everything works, I have potential right now, every hour on planet Earth to make $563,000 an hour. If everything works well. I have a product that costs $500,000. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that happens all the time. I'm saying stand next to me, right, with $30 an hour. It won't look like that no more. Now, let me go and stand next to some of my friends. I'd be like, hey, y'all, I'm just be quiet. I don't talk in those circles. I'm the low man on the totem pole. That's the reason I'm over there. I got friends that do $50,000 deals, and they mad about them because they don't do small deals no more. If you approach some of my friends with a $50,000 profit, they don't even do those deals. I have a friend, he calls me, Mark Davenport is his name, said, hey, the number one thing that bothers me about you, bro, your price is still low, man. Hey, let me tell you a story. This is what he called me. He's from the Bronx. No, he's from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. Just, hey, I'm sitting in the Philadelphia's on the box. Yeah, Ken and Marcus Smug. I'm sitting in Philadelphia on the box, and I come to the Philadelphia owners with a big deal. I say, listen, I pitch him the deal, go through it. He says, I like the deal. The guy would have made $1 million. Oh, no, $10 million is what it was. He says, Mr. Davenport, that sounds real good, but I don't do small deals. $10 million? Yeah, I don't do small deals. It takes the same amount of money, the same amount of energy to make $10 million than it does to make $100 million. If it's not $100 million, I don't do the deal. Mark told me that story, changed my whole mind. To this day, I don't do small deals. I don't. I just don't do small deals. And that's because I went around other people doing far better than me, and they changed my mindset. Small town, $30 an hour, man, you big man on campus. But it's easy to be the big man in the town full of 3-foot ceilings. If you stand in 6 foot and everybody in the town 3 feet, you're looking good. Right? Don't do that. Please do yourself a favor and don't do that. Don't have a small town mentality. Don't have the church mentality. Have prosperity mentality. Okay? What's a prosperity mentality? There is no lack. If you're not thinking of infinite abundance, you are thinking incorrectly. Got me? Chris, wanted to say something?
I know, I was like listening. Cause
okay,
but like one thing I will say too is like one thing I noticed of a lot of people trying to start a business, especially in my area or people I meet even at workshops, is like they questions like, I don't think this is the right price, or I feel bad about charging. And they hit onto what you were saying earlier. In the very beginning stage, I used to do that a lot too. And then when I was doing my invoice and seeing how much, I was like, I'm not making nowhere near the amount that I know I can, for the value of work that I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not making it. And I was shortcutting myself. And it took me looking at it and right in my face and be like, you need to change this.
That's right, man. That's right. I'm glad, you know what? I'm glad you said that. Tempest, unmute your mic real quick. I'm glad you said that. Tempest is my business partner. If y'all don't know, I'm coming to you next day. Tempest is my business partner. Tempest, did you just purchase Salesforce? Is that what that email just came through? Is that what you just did? Did we just get Salesforce? Okay.
Yes.
Right now, during this call, Mrs. Money Spender over there just got Salesforce because we always improve stuff, right? You do know that costs a lot of money, right? I want you to think about something for a second. There was a time in my life that if you said something costed $99, I'd be like, I can't do that. I can't do that. $99, I'm not going to pay that much for see nobody. Oh, I'm the only one that had poverty mindset? Okay. I thought y'all looking at me like I'm the only one that said crazy stuff like that. I'm not going to pay no $24 for no book. Come on. Only thing I read is the side of my cereal box. Right? And he used to brag about that kind of stuff. Salesforce costs a lot of money for a company this big. Seriously. And I just got an email flash across my screen when Chris was talking. Your integration with Salesforce. Okay, all right, got you. All right? Check this out. When I'm saying that for a reason. Because you can be poor one day and then you can spend so much money that it's past your salary, what you used to get. And if you're not thinking like that, you're thinking incorrectly. As a matter of fact, let me give you our new process. This is the process. I say this about once a week to myself. I want to get to once a day, but I keep forgetting about it. But I say about one, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll do this, plus I'll do something else. I say this about once a week to myself, and I'll say this now. I want my favorite restaurant, Chantel, not even to be in America. And if you're not thinking like that, you're wrong. I want a $50 million private jet, and I don't want my favorite restaurant to be in America. And if you felt the energy of that statement, you need to go ahead and say it for yourself. Why we can't have a favorite restaurant somewhere in Barcelona? And I don't even need to be popular. I need to be a hole in the wall. Man, they be putting their foot in it, is what my grandmother would say, right? I'll show you something else. I'm gonna share my screen. Darryl likes when I share my screen. He said I'm always giving away stuff. So I have this is me, okay? This is me. I don't mean to push this on anybody. This is just me, yes? Is that fair? All right, this is Chris. This is just me and my goals, okay? Don't want to push it on nobody. It's just me and my goals. This is I call it my thinking wealth statement, okay? I want to show you this here. If you're not thinking like this, ladies and gentlemen, you need to think bigger. Okay? I'm going to blow it up so y'all can, you ain't got to strain. I'm going to blow it up for you. Okay, I blew it up real good. All right, here we go. I will have 1 billion. That's a B. That's a, how many figures is that? 10. I will have $1 billion before July 20th. That's my birthday, 2020. And watch, I really want you to see this here. This is where it gets real, y'all. If you ever wanted to see how someone chasing a $1 billion thinks, this is how it gets real. I would give up everything to reach this goal. I would do anything, all caps, legally and morally to achieve it. I will give up my free time, my TV time, and reading time to achieve this goal. This is the most important part. Let me hold this joint right here, son. Hold on. Bold, underline. I will also give up any friendship of any kind that does not help me achieve this goal, regardless of who they are. I will work harder than anyone else in my field. I will read more than anyone else in my field. I will achieve this dollar amount through Brook Carrick University. You don't know what that is. Kodak Tech, that's my tech company. You're sitting in the middle of the ATS brand and the ATS Business University, teaching and investing. And I will read this aloud twice daily when I wake and before I sleep. I get this from Think and Grow Rich if you don't get it. And this is the 6 steps to do it. So not only do I think like that, I'm going to do you a favor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste my entire Thinking Well statement, okay, in the chat right now. What you can do, you don't have to, y'all grown, but as for me and Chris from small towns, we going to copy and paste this here, okay?
All right, screenshot.
We gonna yeah, look, I'll put it back up there so everybody else can screenshot it too. Look, so there it is right there. All you gotta do is take this home and go and do it for yourself. Okay? Now, just keep reading it. And if you haven't read Think and Grow Rich yet, don't worry about it. If you keep reading this, you will attract Think and Grow Rich. I promise you. That book will find you if you have the fortitude to keep on reading this here. Now watch this here, y'all. I'm gonna share my screen again. And this time, I'm going to let you screenshot it just the same way. Screenshot it in the easy way, okay? I'm going to put it in a nice little, there it is, right there. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen again. And now, please, by all means, take out your phones or do whatever you got to do. There it is. Screenshot it. There it is. You go ahead. Screenshot that. That's there. That's yours. That's all yours. Take that. In fact, remind me again to share my, hold on, let me, somebody might have been slow. There you go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Y'all know what that is. 3, 2, 1. Injection, fellas. Yeah, that's Boys to Men, right? All right, Boys to Men. Anyway, y'all got it. All right, here we go. An 80s baby, you know, 80s baby. Don't worry about that. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen again and give some giveaways. Let me keep going real quick though. Oh, wrong thing. Let me keep going. Now that you know that us folk from little cities was ruined by little thinking, but we all can overcome and get out of it. Yes? Everybody okay with that? Everybody okay with that? Yeah, you can overcome and get out of it. Good stuff. Now let's see. What number was I on? That was 3. Number 4. You're committed to being entertained, not educated. Oh, you thought this was gonna get easy? Have you not been to an Antonio T. Smith Jr. call? You're committed to being entertained, not educated. All the videos you watch make you keep. That's how they say it down here, Chantel and South. Who you keying at? Right? That's how they say it down here. That's how they say it. That's when you're in trouble. When she say that, you're in trouble. Okay, you are in trouble. That means who got you over there laughing at your text messages? Because it ain't me, right? But that's a whole different story. Don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about that. You want to be entertained. Ladies and gentlemen, hear this statement. You are far more profitable to your government entertained and not educated. You're far more profitable to your government entertained and educated. You are. Flat out. You need to get educated. Don't confuse your schooling with education. Dave, let me hear from
you. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir. I was looking at this list. I don't know how far you're gonna go with it. But I was thinking though, at one point in my time, I really was attracting abundance. And then, like you say, I got around that circle because I used to always go to like, Rolls Royce dealerships and look at the Rolex stores and, the different designer places and, walk through the $1 million houses and the things like that. And then I got around those small-minded individuals that kind of threw that, oh, you're just a pipe fitter, you're just a welder. You shouldn't be thinking like that. You should be happy to be employed and, retire at XYZ, and at that time when you're going through certain things, it kind of just settle on you like, man, you know what? Retirement ain't bad, XYZ. Instead of with me being on these calls, it's kind of getting those juices back flowing again and, getting to my business and reading more and just really having a plan. And kind of what you put out is what I had, and I was going to do a live on it with just showing some of the stuff I had wrote, and I used to speak. And one of the things that I had done when I first started my trucking company, I had wrote me a check for my business account for $40,000 a week of revenue.
Mm.
And then, like I say, you have those people that's, oh man, I don't know what happened. Oh,
No, we got you.
okay.
We good. You probably
Okay.
had a phone call.
Yeah. That's not obtainable, you know what I'm saying, for a man of your caliber. You be in a position, you're thinking too highly of your company. And I was just taken back, and I'm like I say, I'm so happy that I'm able to be on these calls and then get those juices back flowing again and start to think of abundance like I used to, because I've been in this state and I'm like, man, it's so exciting for me knowing that I'm in a group that is thinking on this level,
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. As a matter of fact, you just inspired me. You stay to the end of this call. I'm going to give away about 17 different ways to make $25,000 for your business. I am. I'm going to do that. Mo Williams, let me hear from you.
What I wanted to say to the gentleman that just spoke is, and I just posted this the other day, don't allow people to speak into your life that don't speak life. Those people should not even be in your circle. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's the person that birthed you. I don't care if it's the person that sleep with you. I don't care who it is, period. Don't tolerate anybody pissing on your dreams. I can't stand that. So that's my thing to say on that tonight. That got under my skin, because I mean, who are people to tell you how to dream or what to believe? Because I believe whatever you do, always do it big. You got to dream big. You got to think big in order to have a big bank account. Boom, there it is.
There it is. People will only ever support. Thank you very much, Mo Williams. People will only ever support what they can afford. If they can't afford it, they won't support it. Okay. Some people, and that's not always about money. Some people in Chantel's life, they can't afford her doing better than them, so they can't support her. I wish I had somebody. It's some folk that can't afford Tyranny to be smiling, because they used to, as long as she's sad, I feel better about myself. I'm talking today. And since they can't afford your smile, they won't support you when you have one. Am I making some sense here? People will only ever support what they can afford. That's the truth. That's the truth. Number 5. Is it 5? I'm on 5. Number 5. People make you feel guilty all the time. Some of you never gonna be rich, because every time somebody say what you doing for your community, you feel guilty. Yeah. What you doing for women, you feel guilty. Oh, so you just gonna make all that money, you feel guilty. Stop making people make you feel guilty. Here's, y'all watch me. I like to do this when I be speaking. Here's the problem with shining. Okay, let me get somebody. Let me get my homie Darius. Okay, here's the problem with shining, Darius. When you shine, you also reflect. Okay, see, the problem with shining is you shining so bright, I see my reflection in your shine. And if I can't handle my reflection, I got to kill your shine. Because your shine reminds me I don't like myself. And as long as you around, I remember I don't like me. So I got to kill you so I feel better about me. And some of y'all, you surrounded by those folk right now. The better you do, the more they don't like it. Hold on, let me scroll down my screen. I know I should have somebody over here shouting. There's somebody can resonate. It was Jerome. Jerome, unmute your mic. You can't hold your peace. You ready?
I'm on, and Tony, I'm on book 2 of my 3-book series. And the people that I work with in New York, that's all they did. It was the kids loved me, and the kids loved me, and the more the kids loved me, the more they hated me. And that's what it was. It was so sad. But the sad part was I did better because I didn't allow that. I wouldn't entertain that because it wasn't about them. It was about the kids. So that just made them more angry, which gave me more pleasure.
No, I'm glad you said that. Because here's what happens. If someone is in the same field as you, that's normally where most of your haters come from.
Mm-hmm.
Most of your haters come from the same field as you. You got coaches that won't like another coach status.
Mm-hmm.
I know plenty of motivational speakers. I know plenty of motivational speakers that won't like another motivational speaker's keynote. Plenty of preachers won't show up, won't like another preacher's service. Come on, am I? We hate what we are close like to because we always want to be better than. We compare ourselves to that. This is why this is too much, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This is why a lot of network marketers don't get along. Because network marketing forces you to actually be with one another. And now you can compare his monthly salary with his monthly salary. And why my downline don't look like that? Let me leave that alone. All right, number six. You care too much about what people think. Now I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna move on. Some of y'all, you know who it is. You know who you are. You get hurt every time somebody says something. How many of you cannot take criticism whatsoever? And you know you can't. Yep, you're these people, okay? You can't be rich and not be ridiculed. Please no. Let me just say this before I move on to number 7. I do these calls for free. Well, this used to cost $1,500, but we put out there for free now. Y'all do know that every time I open up my mouth, I gain 1,000 followers and 1,000 haters at the same time. If you are not ready for someone to go on your comments and talk bad about something you posted, you're not ready to be rich. I used to tell Tempest this all the time. I used to say, Tempest, get ready. Get ready. Can't go off. Get ready. Get ready. And then it happened. And she went smooth off. You dumb mother. She good now, right? She good now. But you get it. You can't be pretty and somebody don't got a problem with that. There's a saying that I really love to say. You could be the sweetest, brightest, most ripest peach on planet Earth. Always gonna be somebody that don't like peaches. That's crazy. Even though I don't like peaches. That's crazy, right? That's absolutely crazy. Let's keep going. Number 7. While drinking my peach tea. Don't tell Daryl I'm drinking this peach tea with all this sugar in it. Don't tell Daryl that. All right. Number 7. You don't care enough about what the right people think about you. See, number 6 was you care too much what people think about you. Number 7 is you don't care about what the right people think about you. It's only a few right people in your life. If you with me and you got Daryl over you, you need to care about what he thinks, not what they think. Yeah. Does that make sense? If you with me and you got Tempest over you, you need to care about what she thinks. Does that make sense? If you got mentors, and if mentors are looking at you and say, you're going somewhere, you put stock in that. Because they've been with you in your filth. And now they see where you're going. Number 8. I'm sorry. Put stock in your mentors. Number 8. You still living the life your parents want you to live. This is 12 reasons why you would never be rich. That's why you're not rich or why you never will be. You still live in the life your parents want you to live. I really want to put my weight on that, but I'm going to be nice. No, I'm not. You still, I'm going to be nice. All right, here we go. Number 9. Deanna's like, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're still trying to prove your dead parents. You're still trying to prove to your dead parents how smart you are. Now I will open up this one. You still trying to prove to your dead parents how smart you are. Some of y'all had a hard mother, had a hard father, and here you is still out here trying to be a perfectionist. Still trying to be a perfectionist. Because they said something to you at 12, you still can't get over that 52. Come on now. Let that go. Okay? Let it go. Stop trying to prove. Let me tell you something. If you're trying to prove your parents right or wrong, you wrong. It's your life. I used to not do drugs. I still don't, but I mean, for this reason. I used to not do drugs because I didn't want to be, both my parents are drug addicts. One is in jail, one is still on drugs since 84, to my knowledge, okay? 1984. And I used to not do drugs, Sparkle, because I didn't want to be nothing like my parents. I was better than them. That was the stupidest thing on planet Earth. That was a terrible motivation. All it did was make me vibrate at the wrong frequency, hold grudges, have a problem with my parents, and now I mistreated women because I had a problem with my mama. I need some more men to hear what I just said. Now I can't respect you, woman, because I don't like my mama. Yeah, let all that stuff go. Rich people don't do all that. We don't hold grudges, okay? We don't do all that. Okay, what number am I writing? What number am I on? Number 10. You're too loyal to traditions. This is how we do it here at the Darius Full of Love, Jerome Red, Grace Sandals, John Calloway Missionary Baptist Church. Okay? This is how we do it here. Nope. Okay? Let go of traditions. Be married to the mission, not the methods. Number 11, you're an expert at making excuses. I got a guy right now. That's all he do. Make excuses. You're an expert at making excuses. That's number 11. You're an expert at making excuses. Some of y'all know every reason why stuff ain't gonna work. That's why it don't never work for you. You get told what the proven system is, you don't do that. Right? You get told how to pass the class, you don't do that. You get told how to have a successful marriage. You got excuses why it ain't gonna work. So none of the marriages in my family work. Yeah, and yours won't either. Okay? Number 12. Lean in. It's the number 1 reason why you aren't rich. I saved it for last. You aren't friendly. Yep. No one promotes people they can't stand. No one does business deals with people they don't like. You aren't friendly. And that is why you're not rich. Because you haven't learned how to walk into a room and make the room feel good that you were there and miss you when you left. Nope. They feel good when you left because you got on their last nerves. Now, here's how you become rich. If you follow these, first off, if you've done any of the 17 things or the 12 things that I said, which is 29, somebody just looked at me like, man, I did way more than half of those, right? If you've done any of those, you're not on the path to prosperity. You're on the road to poverty. The good thing is, the line in this video, the skill set is a skill. Rich people are not special. It is a skill. It is a discipline. Like Ralph Waldo Emerson says, all disciplines can be learned. Okay? Now, if you do these next 7 things, and I'm still going to give you away some links and stuff so you be blessed. If you do these next 7 things, if you do one of them, you're doing all right. If you're doing all 7, you're on your way to being super rich. These are the 7 signs that you will be super rich or successful, but that's super rich in my head. Number 1, you're super competitive. Super duper competitive. Well, let's stop right there. I just lost half my crowd. Not with you. That's why that's why you always number 1 salesperson. Grace, yeah, he killed comments over there. She's always number 1 sales. She's been number 1 salesperson in the company for 2 years or 3 years now. However old we are in this business, she's number 1 salesperson, employee number 1, because she's competitive, super competitive. But I just lost half my crowd because you know why? You know what? Money isn't everything. I just want to be, no. Did Michael Jordan just go, oh, I'm not going to dunk on you. I'm gonna just let you defend it. No! Michael Jordan stuck his tongue out and dunked. Do you understand? You got to be super. Name me one person that is uber successful that you look up to that's not super competitive. I dare you. Oprah, so competitive. She said, I'll stop watching Phil Donahue. I ain't have time for that. I did me, and do y'all know why Oprah? Oh, y'all don't know why Oprah is Oprah. Oh, let me tell you. Does anyone know why Oprah is Oprah? There was a lot of TV personalities in the 80s. Why is Oprah the one that's big? Phil Donahue, Sally Jesse Raphael, Jerry Springer. Right, but at least these 3 we can remember. I'm not talking to you young folk. All right, I'm not talking to you young folk. I'm talking to Mo Williams and them, okay? Ricky Lake, okay? Why is it that Oprah's only one? I'll tell you why. Because all those talk show hosts were employees. Oprah was so competitive, she said, nah, I want to own it. While they were getting salaries, Oprah was getting a salary and dividends.
Jenny Jones. Yes.
Jenny Jones.
Yeah.
She always did the makeovers. Yeah, she always did the makeovers. Think about this. Oprah was so competitive, she went in there and said, nah, I own this. Yeah, Les Brown had a talk show there too. She did. Think about that. Oprah, you know how competitive you got to be to walk into a room full of people who do not look like you as a woman in the 80s? As a black woman in the 80s and say, yeah, I want to own this. You know how crazy competitive you got to be to do that? But you know what? $3 billion. I say she was crazy all the way to the bank. Fair enough. You got to be super competitive. Yeah, now she owns her own network. That was crazy in itself. You know what? I'm going to start a TV network. That's why I'm starting. It was Oprah that inspired me to start my own TV network. That has never been heard of. Anyway, that's a different call. That's a different call. I'm sorry. I got to push this way on this competitive. You're super competitive. If you are not competing right now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I really appreciate you for being on this call. Some of you are brand new to this call. We do this every Wednesday. Some of you have been invited by someone on this call. I really hope that you go back to them. And towards the end of this call, I'm going to be looking for 3 people. 3 people. Maybe I'll do more. But I'm going to be looking for 3 people to come on in so I can help make you a millionaire, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. But if those people who invited you don't follow up with you, they deserve to be poor. Let me lean in and tell you right now, I said it on this call, that you will not be rich at all if you don't be competitive. And if you're not competitive enough to offer a free membership and follow up, you're not going to be rich. It's not going to happen. If you're not competitive enough for free, you're not going to be competitive enough when something costs you. Stop fooling yourself. That's how it works. You don't get to be, if you've been unfaithful your whole life and you think you're going to be faithful when you get married, you don't get to get married and start being faithful all of a sudden. You have a pattern of behavior. And if you're not super competitive, you are being dominated. Let me give you an example. 300 people. I want all of y'all to imagine. You know what? I don't want you to imagine no more. I'm going to put it up. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I want to put it up. I don't want nobody to imagine. Let's do it this way. There we go. Share my screen now. I was going to get y'all to imagine, but I don't want you to imagine. I want you to wrench around and wrench it off. Okay? I Googled 300-unit apartment complex. Someone unmute your mic and give me the rent in this place. Doesn't matter what city. Look at it. You can kind of postulate what the rent is. Someone give me rent for one bedroom.
$7.95.
$7.95.
$7.95 to maybe like $12.95.
Okay, I heard somebody else say something. $3,000 a month.
$2,500.
No.
$2,500.
$2,500.
$1,875.
Okay. $1,875. $1,950. Yeah, she in DC. That show is $1,950. Okay, good. Thank y'all for participating.
2,000.
Let's go. Let's take the medium between that. We'll go with $1,500. All right, $1,500. Everybody play along. Grace, come over here and get your calculator. Which one of y'all taking notes? You taking the notes? All right, come over here with your calculator. Come on, put it right here. Oh, you know what? Hold on real quick. I like it when you do it right there, right there. All right, so now you can come over here with the calculator. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. Now, it's got 14 me. I want you to do 300 units times 15,000 and let them see it on the calculator. Excuse me, 1,500. Okay. I'm sorry. I think so big. I know. I'll be tripping. I'll be tripping. What number is that?
450,000.
450,000. Is that a year?
No, that's a month.
You mean people pay rent once a month?
Once a month.
Really?
Every month.
Every month.
Every month.
So that's 450,000.
That's it.
A month.
Yeah.
Can you multiply that by 12?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. 5.4 million.
That's it.
You mean tell me in a 300-unit apartment complex, that's 5.4 million a month? I mean a year. Interesting. Okay. Thank you, Grace. Thank you very much for that. I sure appreciate that. Let's see if we can break it down this way. Okay. I'm doing this for my man Derek. I've been vibing off his energy all night. Okay. This is for my man Derek. Now, if you're super competitive, you went out there and bought that. Now watch this here. If you didn't educate yourself with your competitiveness, you super competitive and you go out and you dominate so you can pay that rent on time every month. Pay attention. Pay attention. You're either super competitive and dominating and getting that $5.4 million, or you missing a call like this and you competitive and you paying to my $5.4 million. Jerome got it. Jerome got it. And that's super competitive compared to super competitive. And if you ain't super competitive, you a customer your whole life. You're a consumer. That's all you do. Thank you very much. I will sell you the next iPhone 6 months later. Nothing will change. Just nothing. Okay, right? Buy it every time it come out. You get it? All right. Number 2, you always finish whatever you start, no matter what. Ooh, I just lost 75% of my crowd right there. This being successful stuff is real talk. Number 1 said you're super competitive, super duper competitive. Number 2, you finish whatever you start, no matter what. Let me tell y'all something. I'm talking to you. If you always finish, how many of you right now, you can't even hold multiple conversations? Because if you start looking at one person, you just tuned out everybody else over there. How many of you tried to multitask and you say, you know what, I just don't do that well. I just can't do it. I ain't got time for that. I just can't. Because you had to finish what you started. How many of you quit your piano lessons at 7? It was at 7. It was at 7. Some of y'all quit everything. Some of y'all ain't finished a single task all year, and you know it. You know it. You know it. You have meetings with mentors. They say do this, and you go, I'm gonna do it, and you don't do anything. And then here's the deal: you have the audacity to be tired, and you didn't do no effort because you thought about doing it in your head, and you got exhausted. You know you're not gonna be rich if you think your way to exhaustion. That's just not gonna happen. Okay? If you finish everything you ever started, how many of you started a podcast and you quit on it? Yep. You started a YouTube channel, you quit on it. You started speaking, you quit on that. You started doing a live show on Facebook, quit on that. Come on, right? You quit too much. And that is why you won't be rich. But for those of you, there's only a few of you, you finish whatever you started. Whatever you start, you finish. You got 2 for 2. You're doing good. Number 3, you are the poorest person in your circle. Around here, they joke and say, I got a bottomless card. My card has no ending. No end in sight. We were joking. No end in sight. It's got an end. Tempest be giving me money. That's what it is. She sent me some money today. She sent me a significant amount of money today. I sure appreciate it too. Appreciate it. Tell the IRS she hiding money. She sent me some money. Okay, tell her report her taxes. She sent me some money. I got it. She really did. Early this morning, she sent me some money.
First of all, don't play like that with this administration because they coming for folks. Okay. So delete that.
they do want their money. They absolutely do want their money. I ain't mad at you. Now, you're the poorest person in your circle. Remember when Chris was talking? Said, man, I had to get out that. But now he in my circle. So now he gonna constantly get refilled up. And then when I leave this circle, I go to another circle. To where the money I am worth is the low man on the totem pole. Yeah, I go to circles. I don't even talk, y'all. I sit there and listen. I don't even have permission to talk, Chantel. I ain't even earned the right to all these accomplishments. I can't even talk. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you're not in them circles, man, you need to find you some circles. Number 4, your brain never stops. Watch this here. Your brain never stops improving your business or your life. I did not say your brain never stops thinking, because being up at 3 o'clock in the morning Googling how the world go in, it's not, it's not prosperity, okay? That's just your brain. Dad said IRS always on the call. He's all right. That's all right. That's why I say how much money she gave. I ain't said that, right? I just said she gave me $1. There it is. Your brain never stops improving your life. You're always reading the book. You're always watching the webinar. How many of you are addicted to podcasts like me? I am absolutely addicted to podcasts. You mean to tell me you're going to give me all the information that I needed that I didn't get nowhere else in a podcast? I could drive and listen to you? Yeah. Always improving your life, always improving your business. That's how you want to do that. Number 5? Number 5. Credible people are saying, Darius, you're going somewhere. It's when credible people say, Femi, or you're going somewhere. Femi, I watched you tad up when you first got here. That's real stuff. Hold on, let me put my face in the camera. Femi, this is a real conversation. I watched you tear it up when you first got here. As someone who knows it, you stay the course, you're going somewhere. Credible people tell you you're going places. You get it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm credible, but Google does. Okay. Now, let's see. Number 6, you never stop learning. I'm not talking about improving your life. I'm saying you stay a student. You're crazy enough. You absolutely stupid enough to listen to some really sexy guy with a beard and some glasses and a blue shirt talk for 2 hours. That's it, right? That's real talk. That's crazy. You do know this is crazy, right? We are the crazy 1% of the world that actually forgoes a Wednesday night of drinking to learn. I'm sick of it. We don't make no sense, y'all. We don't. All of y'all can at least check this one. The same. Y'all listen to me. You listen to podcasts. You don't know about podcasts. You watch YouTube and learn stuff. Who goes to YouTube to learn? You gonna go to YouTube and look at hood fights or something, right? Here you are learning, right? You're learning. All of you right now. I'm looking at Derek. I've been involved with Derek. Derek's got some power engine on. He's sitting in the car on the side of the road. He ain't got no choice but to be successful. I mean, think about that. If you was in a car and then you look, Chris in a car now, he got home his home and didn't even disconnect it. You ain't got no choice but to be successful. Let me hear from you, Chris.
And I want to add on to that, like now it became like my morning routine. I wake up like early, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, do my little workout. But while I'm on the drive, it's like I'm constantly like I need to listen to something, the YouTube podcast, something just to get the day started, because I want to get my day started on the good vibes and get the momentum going. I remember listening to one YouTube video, can't remember exactly, but they were saying like how you start your day really determines momentum and how successful your day will be. If you start out with bad vibes, I mean, you pretty much set yourself out onto the wrong route. But if you set yourself up high, you pretty much set the path for the rest of your day. So that's why I get in that momentum when I wake up to kind of like kick it off at a high pace and on a high level.
Boom, fantastic feedback. I actually got a chance to watch Chris. Do a keynote at a function of 306 and 7-figure people. He rocked that keynote. Let's clap for him, honestly. I've been watching him too. I'm in one of his groups. I forget the name of it. It's like Race. No, it's not Race to Million. Race to Million. Okay, yeah. Race to Million. He's a great job with the camera. He always finds the sexy ladies to put on the camera, right? He always does that. Well, it's a marketing ploy, right? Budweiser uses sexy women to sell beer. The two, right? It doesn't make sense. The people who drink beer got a big beer belly, right? So it's a marketing ploy. It's a good job. But I'm just saying, this guy's in his early 20s, and he is doing a dominant job. Femi just put in chat, Henry Ford said, anyone who stops learning is old, whether 20 or 30, 20 or 80. Absolutely right. Last one, number 7, número 7. You are obsessed and intense.
Okay.
Just what it is.
Yeah.
I dare you. I dare you try to define me. I am intense. I can't do nothing else. I drink water like, right? I'm dead serious. It's crazy. I eat real fast. I be talking, Chantel, and another thought get in my head, and I cut myself off from that thought, and I intentionally give you another thought. Like, dude, is you gonna finish? And then I tell you, all right, Chantel, do this. Then I go out the door, and I'll be like, hey, do this too. No, I won't say do this too. I go, hey, do this for me. You be like, yo, can I do the last thing you just told me to do? Right? I can't. My brain won't stop. I'm intense. I'm giving it to you. It's going like this. But you know what? I also attack my goals like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right? I've never met a goal that I didn't get. I'm dead serious. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm just saying I'm too dumb and too intense to respect failure. Failure pop up for some of y'all. Failure pop up for me. I don't even notice it. I run right through it. Be like, man, how you got over here? Oh, that was failure. I didn't even know that was failure. I didn't even know. I just thought that was something in my way. If I set a goal, I will run through you. I'm dead serious. I'm telling you right now. This is the last point. I'm telling you right now. If I set a goal and you are in my way, you get down or you lay down. I'm telling you right now. You hear me right? I may not be the leader for you. Okay. If you looking for a cuddly rabbit, I ain't the one. We going to the ship championship. Okay, we going all the way to the top. We dominating. We are not being average. I'm not going to let you put me in the middle and compare me to them. If you ever compare me, I'm going to smile, be nice in your face. I'm going to go back home and I'm going to say, how can I make them not compare me ever again? I ain't got no comparison. Hell, I lost in checkers one time. I went back. I practiced checkers for 30 days. So I beat that boy that beat me in checkers. Lord, let me hear from you.
I wanted to jump on what Chris was saying earlier as far as like how you start your day. So my day this morning was pretty rough. I mean, just like everything just didn't go as planned. And I had spoke to Daryl and my energy was so low. And he was like, man, what's going on? I'm just like, look, I'm pushing through. And he was like, you know, you got to do more than push through. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I'm always awesome. I'm always great. So I need to have that same mentality. And the moment that I said that, that's when everything started to change. A manager called me, was like, look, you the first one that got this T-Vision sold. And I'm like, what? It came through? Sold. All right, great. I'm at the top of the rank again. 4th, 5th month going strong again. So I'm like, all right, just like that. And then things started to come in again. I got another email back about something else that I was working on. So it's all about you. It's all about how you start the day and how you see things. So it changed.
Look, Grace was over here cheering you on. I say, is that why you and Law so cool? Y'all both act like Grace can't stand losing. She lost at marbles one day. She went and threw the marbles at everybody. Nah, I'm just joking.
I totally understand. Once you teach me how to do something and I know the method, baby, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm about to dominate it. And that's what happened. So they were sleeping on me last year, but I had to learn the process. And then I attacked it.
That's it. Attack it every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, Law is 100% done with freshman, junior, sophomore, and senior. I got a bunch of classes to upload, but he done beat me. And I said, oh man, he done caught up with the uncatchable system. Right? Lee.
Right, it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Left and breathe.
Definitely.
Yes. Man, okay.
That's it, man. That's it. Look, he told us that he don't even try. He said he don't even try to watch TV no more. He said we on Netflix, right? We on Netflix. All right, I want to show y'all something. This is the official. Can y'all see the link? Because I got something in my way. Okay, copy and paste that link for me. It's ATS Network. Let's put it in there. ATS Network. It's facebook.com/@ATSJR Media is what it is. But copy and paste in the chat for me. If you would like to, first off, this is the official company page, okay? This is the official company page. You'll see the replay here tomorrow and other replays, etc. You'll see all that. But what I'm doing is I just hit copy and paste, didn't I? I just hit copy and paste. I hit copy and paste on how to raise capital for your business. Once I hit send, watch this here. See all those links pop up? Once I hit share now, what I just did was we use this to actually raise money for our business, okay? Watch it real quick. I'll refresh the page so you can see. All you have to do is come to this page and click on every last one of those links, and it will show you how to raise money for your business. Now, I know some of y'all are so rich, you don't need money no more. I get it. But for those of you on your way to rich, okay? For those of you on your way to rich, all you have to do, I'm not even sure if they're posted, all you have to do is get in here, have a wonderful time, and like this status, let it be shared to you. I was trying to give me all discount. And there you go. It's there for you, right there for you to have it. So I'd love for you to have that. You're doing well. That being said, we're in this call in exactly 90 seconds or less. Looking for 3 people. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this all the time. I am not interested in keeping you asleep. Yes, I run an education company, as you just learned, but I'm looking for Femis. I'm looking for Dariuses. I'm looking for people who want to go way past where they are and want to invest in $60 million buildings with me. This is my way of creating my own Shark Tank to find the best of people with the best of the businesses. Some people in this university I have already invested in. Already own a stake in their company. I've already invested. Tempest is already working on one, et cetera, et cetera. To give you an idea, Dave, unmute your mic real quick.
Yes, I'm here.
Dave, am I interested in investing in your trucking company?
Yes, you are interested in investing in a trucking company.
And I can guarantee y'all, if he stayed the course, I will. That's what I'm looking for. 3 people. I'm looking for 3 people to sign up to the freshman level. That's how I get to identify who you are. It's free to sign up, but listen, I need to go back to the person who invited you. Go back to the person who invited you. Please allow that to happen. And they're going to walk you through how to sign up to make it easier for great customer service. The reason I'm asking you to go back is because we have a great value on customer service. And what I want you to do is I'm going to look at your progress. I'm going to look at how you're taking the classes. It's free. I'm going to look at how you're taking the classes. If I see you establish a relationship with me, and if your company is good enough, or if I make you enough money, you invest with me, you invest with Tempest. My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. I look forward to seeing 3 of you sign up, maybe even more, but we'll take 3. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you sticking with us. Darius, love your energy, man. Shoot me an inbox message or something. All right, everybody. Appreciate you.